What kind of legacy are you creating? Are you creating a legacy of wealth and abundance? Are you creating a legacy of good manners and how to respect elders and how to respect women? Are you creating a legacy of love and family? What about health and fitness? On today's episode, I want to show you exactly how you can start creating a legacy of health and fitness for generations to come, starting today. So the question is, how do busy dads get into great shape with limited time, space, and equipment, all while enjoying the process and without sacrificing family time? If you want to know the secrets to dialing in your nutrition, being consistent, and staying motivated to achieve your fitness goals once and for all, then this is the podcast for you. I'm Kevin Torres, and this is the Dad Bod Wad Podcast. What's up, Legacy Maker? I'm your host, Kevin Torres, helping busy dads like you get into great shape without cutting carbs, fasting, or sacrificing family time so that you can be the role model and the leader of your family that you were meant to be. As a dad of two little girls with a third on the way, I know all too well how precious your time is, and on this show, we're talking all about how to get into great shape in as little as 15 minutes a day. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And on today's episode, I want to show you exactly how you can start creating a legacy of health and fitness, how I've helped dozens of other guys create a legacy or start creating a legacy of health and fitness for their families. And I want to invite you to do the same. And I'm really excited to share what I'm about to share with you because I haven't shared it with anybody yet. In fact, I'm probably going to send an email out later today, but I haven't announced this on Instagram yet or anything. And I don't plan on announcing it on like a grand level until later this summer. So this is kind of exclusive to my podcast listeners and people inside of my Facebook group only. So with that, if you're not already a member of the private Facebook community, go ahead and go to Facebook and search for the Dad Bod Wad private community, and there you're going to find hundreds of guys who are also trying to create a legacy of health and fitness just like you. They're getting support, they're asking questions, they're sharing their wins, they're posting sweaty selfies. It's a really awesome community, and I'd love for you to be a part of it if you're not already there. Okay, so what is this thing you're wondering what I'm talking about? What is all this? What is Kevin excited about? Why is he, whispering into the mic over here? Well, one, because my baby is in the living room napping right now, and it's early in the morning. So that's probably why I'm whispering. But really, what I'm really excited to share with you is this idea that's been brewing in my head, and I just can't let it go. It's been brewing in my head for a couple of weeks now, for a couple of reasons. And it got me so excited to share that I'm probably jumping the gun a tiny bit, but nonetheless, I'm really excited about the idea, and I'd love for you to be involved. So a quick little backstory, how I landed upon this idea is for the last several months, I've been hosting the 21-day Kickstart, right? And if you've been following me for some time, you know every month I roll out the 21-day Kickstart. I invite, up to 10 guys to join, and these guys have great transformations, right? Lose 10 pounds within their first 21 days, post a bunch of before and afters. You see their weight graphs and stories, and it's really incredible the type of, the results that they get within their first 21 days. And that 21-day course then leads into a 16-week course, right? A 16-week coaching course, one-to-one, where I continue coaching my clients one-to-one. They get one-to-one support, daily accountability, unlimited messaging access. I program their workouts, give them nutrition support, and all that stuff. Now, the kicker is I've been billing those two programs as a custom one-to-one coaching program, right? Ranging between $297 for the 21-day Kickstart. If you've ever inquired about the 21-day Kickstart, you know it's $297, or up to $1,600 for my private one-on-one coaching program. Again, and these programs are worth that money, hands down, easily. And if you've ever gone to a personal trainer, you know that they can charge $50 to $100 a session, and all they do is count your reps, right? And they don't check in on you every single day when you're not at the gym. If you cancel on them, they say, cool, see you next session, right? They don't give you nutrition support, and they're charging $5 to $100 a session. And if you go twice a week, that's like $200 a week, or $800 a month, or $3,200 a quarter, or $10,000 a year just to have somebody stand next to you and count your reps, right? So again, if you hear my price tags for those private coaching one-to-one programs, you're like, holy crap. It's because there's so much value provided, and it's daily access, daily accountability, unlimited messaging access, and all that stuff. And it's, my clients alone will say that the accountability alone is probably worth $10,000 a year. But nonetheless, as much as I love seeing my clients drop that, like their first 10 to 15 pounds within their first few weeks of my program, I'm fully aware that 21 days or even 16 weeks isn't enough time to create a lifelong transformation, right? The lifelong transformation that you're looking to achieve, right? Because really, habits take anywhere between 21 to 58 days to solidify, but then those habits are still on shaky ground until around 16 or 18 months when you've created a lifestyle around those habits, right? And then even that lifestyle isn't perfect, because the second something throws you off, like a new baby, for example, or maybe you lose your job, or the coronavirus, another pandemic comes waving through, you get thrown out of that loop, and then you fall back to old habits, right? Or to old lifestyles. So, your true transformation, where your identity shifts, takes around 2 to 4 years, which is no wonder why college is about 4 years long, right? Think about who you were when you started as a freshman compared to who you were when you were graduating with your bachelor's degree or your master's degree, right? Totally different people. And so it's the same thing with your health and fitness transformation as well. It can take up to that long, which is totally fine once you accept that, once you know that it's actually going to play the long game, that you have to play the long game, and it's not going to be a 21-day fix or a 90-day fix even, right? But it's like, like I said the other day, I don't care if you worked out this weekend or if you didn't work out this weekend. What I care is that in 15 years from now, you're still working out. In 20 years from now, you're still working out. That's what I want to know. All right. So anyway, so I'm aware that, the 21 days or even 16 weeks isn't enough time to create that lifelong transformation. But I'm also fully aware that $1,600 every single quarter is a hard sell to the wife, right? Even if the results are worth it, even if you're like, look at babe, I'm getting these amazing results. It's, I want to sign up with Kevin again and do another, 3 months. Eventually she's gonna be like, dude, we can't just keep, dishing out $1,600 every quarter, right? So it got me thinking, and here's where I'd love your input, because I want this to be a no-brainer for you. What if I created a place where you can get the proven roadmap to go from dad bod to fit dad, which includes daily workouts in my app, nutrition support, live coaching, weekly live coaching, messenger support, and an amazing community of other dads who also want to create a legacy of health and fitness, all at a fraction of what it costs to work with me in my one-to-one coaching program. Wouldn't that be like a kick-ass party to be a part of? And if you're in the private Facebook group already, my free private group, you already know that this community is amazing. It's already buzzing and you get support, right? What if we took that up a notch? What if we took that up to a second tier, an even more exclusive tier? Seriously, I know. I'm pretty excited just thinking about it, because I seriously can't stop thinking about it. And I can't stop thinking about where the Forging Elite Fathers community could lead us in a year from now, in 3 years from now, in 5 years from now. And that's what gets me excited. It's the progress that we would all make by working together with this super laser tight focus. So here's what I'm thinking. I'd love to invite you as a founding member to my members program, which I'm calling the Legacy Makers. The Legacy Makers, okay? I want to say that again. I'd love to invite you as a founding member to my membership program, which I'm calling the Legacy Makers, especially if you're willing to help me shape this community to what I know it can be, all right? So what do I mean by that? Well, if you join me as a founding member and you're willing to help contribute some feedback and ideas as to how we can create, make this the best premier online training program to support busy dads who want to get into great shape and create a legacy of health and fitness, not only for themselves, but for generations to come, right? To go from dad bod to fit dad, I'm willing to extend to you a very favorable founding member price, okay? Why? Because you're getting in on the ground floor, because you're going to help me shape this community, because I'm going to put stuff out. I'm going to put out videos and workouts and all that stuff, but you're also going to give me feedback and say, hey, Kev, can you do more of this? Can you do less of this? And it's going to become the premier training platform for busy dads to get into amazing shape without cutting carbs, without sacrificing family time, without spending hours in the gym, so that we can focus more on what matters the most, right? Being with our families, creating a legacy of health and fitness for generations to come. All right. And look, even if you're too busy to contribute feedback, that's totally fine. But what I want for you is to get in on this amazing program on the ground floor. Okay. And if you want to get into this amazing program on the ground floor, I'd love to extend to you the founding members price. So again, my 21-day Kickstart is $297. That's just for 21 days. That's for 3 weeks. That breaks down to $99 a week. And then my 16-week program is $1,600. That also breaks down to around $99 a week, right? Now, when I offer this membership program to the general public, because there's not going to be any one-to-one coaching, I mean, you're still going to get live coaching and all that stuff, but I'm not going to do any of the one-to-one Zoom calls because my private clients were getting 1-hour Zoom calls. I'm not going to do that for this program. And so because I'm thinking of charging anywhere between $97 to $149 for a monthly membership. And what's included in that membership? Well, daily workouts, access to my app where you get the daily workouts, nutrition support. There's the group chat with all the other members of the Forging Lead Fathers. There's unlimited messaging access to me. So if you're at the grocery store and you have a question, you could literally send me a text and I can respond. You could upload progress photos. You can input your weight and track your weight in one graph, all in one handy app. There's workout tutorials in that app and everything. There's also training videos, mindset videos that I have in my training platform, and so much more. Plus, we're going to do weekly live coaching, right? So via Zoom, we'll do live coaching via Zoom. You'll have access to my paying members only Facebook community and all that stuff. And so again, when I roll this out to the general public, I'm thinking anywhere between $97 to $149 for a monthly membership, which would be incredibly reasonable for them as well as, for me to charge, right? But if you join me as a founding member, right, and this is just, people who are listening to this podcast or people who open up the email that I'm going to send later this afternoon, if you join me as a founding member, your price will be $47 a month. I want to say that again because I want this to be a no-brainer for you. I want you to hear that number right now, and I want you to hear everything that I'm saying throughout this entire episode so far and be like, holy crap, this is amazing. This is the opportunity I've been waiting for. I knew I wanted to wait for next month for the 21-day Kickstart, and I said that last month, and then I didn't do it. And now this opportunity has opened itself up. I have to jump on this. So if you join me as a founding member, your price will be $47 a month. And you're going to lock in that rate even as I raise the prices in the future. And that's the best part. So when I roll this out eventually in the summer, after, we've rolled this out and you've given me some feedback and we fine-tuned things and everything is amazing and we're ready, be like, all right, let's invite more people into this private community. They're going to be paying the $97 to $149 rate, but you will always pay the $47 rate as long as you are in good standing. As long as you are still a part of the community, that will be your rate in perpetuity, forever and ever and ever for the life of this program. All right. And as I said, all the details for this are not entirely figured out yet, right? Nothing has officially been created. I mean, I have my private Facebook group for my paying members only. I have my app. I have all the workouts. I have a ton of training videos and all that stuff, right? But I expect some of the best ideas will come from you and others who join me as a founding member. So the goal, like I said, is to officially launch the Legacy Makers monthly program later this summer. So between now and then, things are going to be moving fast and furious based on all the ideas flowing back and forth between founding members once you're inside the community. So with all that said, what I am clear about is how the Forging Elite Fathers community will serve all of us to make progress towards creating a legacy of health and fitness, not only for ourselves, but for generations to come. And that's what excites me the most. That's what has me waking up early, even with a 1-week-old at home. That's what has me waking up at all hours of the night with this in my mind, racing 1,000,000 miles a minute. All right. And so years from now, we'll all look back on this day and be like, dude, you remember when? Remember that? Remember when we started this program together? Remember when we first joined? Remember when Forging Elite Fathers Legacy Makers wasn't even a thing yet? And guess what? That can all begin here today. So join me, become a founding member. And if you are absolutely interested, if you've listened to this and you're like, holy crap, this is exactly what I've been waiting for, all you need to do is simply shoot me an email. You have to send me an email, kevin@dadbodwad.net, or send me a DM on Instagram or a message on Facebook, kevin@dadbodwad.net, or send me a DM on Instagram or send me a message on Facebook and just say, Kevin, I want to be a founding member, or Kevin, I'm really excited about the Legacy Makers, or Kevin, I just listened to your podcast and I'm in. Let's do this. Let's go. Whatever you want to say, I don't care, but you have to shoot me a DM. This isn't like think about it, wait around, let's him and haw about it. It's $47 a month. Join me as a founding member. Shoot me an email and let me know that you're in, and I'll get you all set up. This offer isn't going to be sticking around long. I'm only going to keep this offer open for about a week or so. So if you're thinking about it, I hope you don't even take a week to think about it. I hope you're listening to this right now and sending me an email right now as you're listening to this, or sending me a DM. And I really think it's going to be something amazing, and I'm excited to offer this to you. All right. So again, shoot me an email, kevin@dadbodwa.net, or a DM on Instagram, or a message on Facebook. I think I hear my baby crying, so I got to go to her. So here's to our continued success. Let's keep creating a legacy of health and fitness. Let's keep forging elite fathers. Let's go.